What's going on YouTube? Welcome in, I am LiboATM as always, and welcome to another Shrine of Secrets discussion here on the channel. If you've not watched before, it's where I talk through all of the perks that are on the Shrine, talk about what they do, what they synergize well with, and if they're worth your shards. So it's a bit of a kind of middle of the road Shrine this week, but we'll get into that as we always do. And we will start off with the top perk this week, which is Botany Knowledge, which is a Claudette teachable. So you transform plants around the campfire into... I'm not going to read all that. Basically, healing speed and healing efficiency are increased by, it says 11% there, it goes up to 33% in tier 3. So yeah, it's just an all-round good supplementary perk around any sort of healing build you've got. So combos well, you get a kind of faster self-care, you get more charges out of med kits, faster healing speed when you're healing other people, combos well with the new boons. All in all, it's a very, very good all-round supplementary perk. I do run it quite a lot when I'm playing Survivor. Depends on what kind of build I'm running right enough, but self-care botany is always a good shout for healing build. If you get that, pair it with a really good med kit, then you get extra charges in your med kit out of self-care. You get a faster healing speed out of botany, and if it's a good med kit, then it's all round good. Just a really, really, really solid perk. I wouldn't say it's like meta. It definitely wouldn't say it's bad in any way. Just a really, really good supplementary perk that can really help you out with your build, especially if I find sometimes a lot of these perks help a lot in solo queue, because you can't always rely on teammates to heal you at the appropriate time. You can't always rely on teammates to take hits when required and things like that. So the ability to heal yourself up really quickly in solo queue is always a very good thing to have. Still don't advocate self-care in a corner when someone's on hook or anything like that, but it's just a really solid perk. The next one on the Shrine is a Trapper perk, which is Brutal Strength. So destroy, drop pallets, breakable walls, and generators. It says 10% faster. It's 20% at tier 3. Again, another really, really good, solid supplementary perk you can add to your build. Just kicking pallets faster in particular, or kicking generators faster if you're running things like pop or oppression or things like that is just always good. It means you lose less time. I think I've said in these videos before, I'm not a big fan of having to go out of my way to get value out of perks, or go out of my way to get value out of like regression perks or things like that. But this definitely helps. If you're in mid chase, someone's pre-throwing pallets, you can kick them faster and lose less distance. If you're running, for example, pop with brutal strength, if you do have to break off to kick a generator, then it doesn't take as much time, so you're back in action quicker than you would be. Same as Botany Knowledge, really, not like definitely by no means meta, definitely by no means bad, just kind of middle of the road, really solid perk you can add. Basically any perk that you've got that promotes kicking action, so a lot of them are like around gen stuff. Pop was the weasel, oppression, overcharge, eruption, all things like that you can get value out of. You can pair it obviously with enduring to give you a really strong chase, because you get reduced stun and then quicker pallet breaks. Again, just an all-round kind of solid perk. The third perk on the Shrine this week is Lightborne, which is a Hellbelly teachable. So survivors that attempt to blind you have their aura revealed for 6 seconds, and you're unable to be blinded by flashbangs, blast mines, firecrackers, and flashlights. I think the aura reading goes up to 10 seconds on tier 3. This one is I would say it's like a utility perk that you would use as and when you felt like it was needed. So like, for example, if you loaded into a lobby, you see the 4 survivors, and all 4 survivors have flashlights, then yeah, it might be worthwhile sticking on Lightborne, because they're probably going to be good at flashlight saves, blinding you pallets, things like that. I don't ever think this build or this perk is ever in a build unless something like that comes up. There's no real need or reason for it to be there. It doesn't give you an advantage. It doesn't help you secure kills throughout the game. All it does is just kind of mess with survivors when they're trying to be overly altruistic, or trying to be bold and chase and things like that. There's not really an argument to take any perks out of an established build to put Lightborne in, unless that specific situation crops up. So for that reason, I don't really rate it as a very high perk. You know, like the most times you'll ever see this is probably if you're in a kill your friends lobby, and at which point you will have all the perks available to you anyway, so there's no need to buy it. Not really the greatest perk. Again, can be good for utility if you have it, but I wouldn't say it's anything special. And the last perk on the shrine this week is a Quentin teachable, which is Wake Up, which means once the generator is powered, all exit gates are revealed to you within 128 meter range, which is basically the entire map. While opening the exit gates, reveal your order to other survivors up to 128 meters. Again, pretty much the full map, and you open exit gates 5% faster, which is 15% faster at tier 3. This is obviously just like the kind of the complete polar opposite of the Freddy perk. It's Remember Me, which obviously slows down your ability to open gates. So obviously it was put in the same DLC. One slows it down, one speeds it up. Again, I usually say with these perks is like it's good if you're new. It might be good if you're new. Something like that. Like it's not really something you'll see in higher MMR games, because most people will know to take note of where the exit gates are, or know roughly where the exit gates tend to spawn on specific maps. So the order reading thing isn't particularly good. The opening gate's 15% faster, and other people saying that you're on a gate is a good thing, but you would be dropping a perk that could potentially help you get to the end game to bring this in. So you're not going to see it high level play. And then if you've got a newer player, then yeah, you might not know where the exit gates are, and you might get lost and things like that, but then you're going to take something out that's going to help you get there to put this in for the potential that you might need to know where the exit gates are, which it tells you anyway. And the only reason you don't do it is if you're like potentially in chase and not paying attention or something like that. But I just don't like this perk. I would, if I was going to do like a perk tiered list ever, it would probably be on the very, very low side of low. I don't see that the benefits that it gives you outweigh the benefits of other perks that you would have in your build. So I just in general wouldn't recommend getting Wake Up. Pretty much as simple as that. And that's this week's shrine. Again, not a lot to discuss really. It's just all very sort of middle of the road or bad perks. So I not really much to go with. Your recommendations would be get Botany or Brutal Strength if you don't have them. I said Lightborne's good for utility. Wake Up's pretty much never good. So easy choices this week: Botany Knowledge if you're a survivor main, Brutal Strength if you're a killer main, or if that's what you want to spend your shards on. As always, I've been LuboATM. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and until I see you guys next time, peace.